Hello, Star Wars fans. Welcome back. So, we have another Imperial soldier with us. Okay, so my last video I did had our TIE fighter pilot. Here he is. And here is someone who looks kind of similar. Can you guess who it is? Here we go. Imperial Death Trooper. So he is a part of the Star Wars Black Series. And on the back it says, the elite soldiers of Imperial intelligence. Death Troopers are encased in specialized stormtrooper armor with dark ominous gleam. So here he is, and we're in the Millennium Falcon, so let's get on out of here before he realizes we're in the Millennium Falcon. I don't want him to put to death. Heading on out, and here we are. Okay, here's a better look of him in his box. So as you can see, we have him himself, and we have two weapons. So one on each hand, one in a holster, maybe? It looks like we got a holster. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him open. Here's a better look at him while he is in the plastic. We can get a good view of those weapons as well as him. Here's just a close-up here. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get him out of plastic. There we go. So here he is. He looks very like robotic looking to me. Okay, so here's our Imperial Death Trooper. Right away, he feels very smooth. He's very tall. At least it looks like he's tall just based off of seeing him. Okay. He just looks like he's super tall. We'll do a comparison with Chewbacca later. Okay. He has very, very long legs. That's one thing I noticed right away, too. Just to show. Well, I guess maybe they're not so long, but it looks like he is definitely taller than the TIE Fighter pilot, though. The TIE Fighter pilot is a little bit shorter, though, than other Black Series figures. So that's just a little bit of comparison here. If you're wondering which one you gotta get, I'm personally getting both because I have a TIE fighter, so it'd be great for the TIE fighter pilot, but I also like the look of the Death Trooper. They have a little bit of a different helmet shape. Okay, so here we go. He looks very skinny to me. He just looks very skinny. I don't know. This is something I first noticed too. Okay, so with his head, go up and down pretty well. We can go, oh, don't move your torso. Ooh, going side to side. It's not very loose, so you just gotta be careful. It's a little bit harder. You gotta put some pressure on to move side to side, but you can do it. Arms, we can go 360. Let's see, can we pull out a little bit? Yes, we can pull out. Okay, so we can pull out. We can bend elbows. Nice. Ooh. Okay, and then we got a nice up. There we go. I surrender. Awesome. Okay, and then with his hands, let's see here. So we have one that looks like a trigger hand. Oh no, they both have pretty much that trigger hand shape. So his hands are pretty much identical. As you can see here, he's ready. He's got both his hands out ready to shoot those two weapons. Okay, and so this is more of a flimsy material right here on his little shoulder pads. You can kind of like pick it up a little bit, but it does not come off. Nothing on him can come off. Yes, nothing in him can come off. Oh, he actually does not have a holster. So he just has a bunch of random things along his belt, but he does not have a holster for those weapons. Interesting. He's like the only one who doesn't have a holster out of everybody. Let's see. Oh, yes. So he did have a holster. So there's one difference here if you're looking at getting a black colored stormtrooper. Okay. And then we got his knee. So the first thing I notice here is that we can see, let's see. I think we can kind of see. Okay, a little bit hard, but we have two little dots here so we can see where those joints connect. That's something that is kind of noticeable, but it could also just be a part of who he is as we can see him. So when we move his legs, ooh, we get a nice kickback here. Yes, there's quite a bit of notches there for his legs. And do the splits test. Yes, he can do quite a bit of splits here. Let's see, then we got his feet. Yep, we can point down. Move a figure here, point down. And let's see, pointing up, just slightly. It's not like other characters where it goes whoop, but it does move up slightly. But again, I don't really know why you'd want them up unless you were having them flying or something, but neither of these figures are jetpacks, so. Okay, so he moves pretty easily. It's not too loose. The only thing that is super sturdy is his head. So you just got to make sure if you want to turn it, you got to push a little bit more to get that head movement. Then we also have a torso that I talked about before that wanted to move. So it's this whole part right here that wants to move. So there you go, now he's backwards. Okay, then, we can also move the bottom part. My hips don't lie. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so he seems really good. Let's see if I can get him to stand pretty good. All right, so he does stand pretty good. I had him like this with his feet totally flat to be able to stand. And another thing to notice is that we do have some different colors here. Let's see, yep. So he's got a little bit of green, a tint of green for his eyes here. And then we have metal colors. So we do have silver and we have green right here for his mask. So there that is. So we have metal, slightly darker gray right here on this thing. And then with the knees here, this is more of a gray color rather than a black, because it's more like a gray. Otherwise, it's pretty much, it just looks like a solid black figure. And as you can see, we do not take off the helmet. When you peek up, there is no face in there. So do not take off the helmet, you will have a broken figure. So there is no even fake face where it's unpainted and everything. It's just his ball joint there. Okay, let's go ahead and do some height comparisons. All right, so here we are. So I guess I overestimated his height. He is clearly a lot shorter than Chewbacca, which should be expected. Okay, so what I have here is we have the TIE Fighter pilot, the Death Trooper, Darth Vader, and then Chewbacca. As you can see, they are nowhere close to being Chewbacca's height, which is good. I was a little worried that he would be as tall as Chewbacca, which would not be good at all. Okay, but we do see here, like I mentioned before, the TIE Fighter pilot is quite a bit shorter than the Death Trooper, and the Death Trooper is almost as tall as Darth Vader. He's got slightly, maybe a couple centimeters there on him. And then, of course, Chewbacca is just towering over everybody since he is a Wookiee after all. So there we go. There is some height comparisons there. So if you are thinking about just getting one of the two of these two, since they are both black troopers, one thing to consider is that here, the Death Trooper is taller, and here, the TIE Fighter is shorter. We have difference in helmets. We have tubing, no tubing. We do have weapons for both, and I will show you those weapons in just a little bit. But yes, so there are some differences between those two. And let's head on back. Okay, so one thing we didn't get to was the weapons. So, very long weapon here. Here it is, and for detailing, it's gray, pretty much this whole entire side. There's just a little bit of silvering right here and over here. Otherwise, we have on the other side, gray and red. So we do have a little bit of red right here. It's red, silver, and then again, the very tip is silver. So we got some different coloring there, and it is totally not a black weapon. It is a dark gray weapon. And for this next one, this one looks kind of interesting. Kind of like this one. Just a little bit of a different shape than all the other ones. So here's this one, and it is totally painted gray. No other colors here. All right, let's get these into his hands. Give me 1 second here. All right, let's try putting this one in his right hand. So I'm putting the bigger one into his right hand. See if there's a preference for which hand. Oh, there we go. Slides right in. Here he is with his large weapon. Then let's try his small weapon. All right, put it in his hand. Yeah, just gotta push down a little bit and it slides right in. So here, let's go like this so we can get a good look at those weapons. There we go. Here are his weapons. They look pretty cool. Let me tilt there. There we go. Now we can see them. Okay, and then we want him in shooting position. Whoa, his eyes kind of glow right now. That's pretty cool. See in the lighting, we can kind of make it look like they're glowing. I like that. And there he is. So, there he is. We have the Imperial Death Trooper. Let's head on to the Millennium Falcon before he sees that we are going there. Do, 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 do. Here we are. All right, so thank you for tuning in, Star Wars fans. And as always, may the Force be with you.